snug in their beds, pay attention, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. The stocking... What's the matter? You're not paying attention, are you?
We don't seem to be online.
What? What do you mean we're not online?
I don't know.
I'm pouring my heart and soul into this.
Yeah, I know, we're not online though.
Does that mean the internet's crashed again?
I don't know what it means. It says we're uploading, but nobody seems to be seeing us.
Yoo-hoo! Too soon. Hello,
Oh.
says Emma. Hi, guys, says Stuart. Odd enough, I'm eating a mince pie, says Don Chandler.
So you can see it, but it says we're offline. I don't understand how this is going.
You're wrong, says
right.
Simpsons Clips.
So Richard,
Yeah?
I know you're... I
Yeah.
mean, what's the date today?
Well, it's the 7th of October.
Right. How many days is it until Christmas?
Well, it's probably about 74.
Isn't that too soon to be doing all this Christmas
But,
nonsense?
Jamie,
Because
it's the Thunderbird's Christmas sweater!
yeah, I know that, but it's just
You've really not got into the spirit at all, have you?
not really. It's too soon. Viewers, if you think it's too soon for all this Christmas malarkey, then
What?
do let us know.
Oh, I see. Well, fair enough then. Let's
Yeah.
get rid of that for a start.
Yeah, none
You're
of
not going
this.
to get in the spirit.
Thank you. No more
Look
Christmas.
at that, though. Look at this.
I mean, keep that on.
I've got it. I've got one.
Keep that on because there's nothing underneath and nobody wants to see that.
Yeah.
But also, it is pretty cool, isn't it?
It is pretty cool. This is the amazing Thunderbird sweatshirt that I know rather a lot of you have been drooling over on Twitter and Facebook and so on recently. Yes, says Emma Nichols, it is too soon.
Bar humbug, says
Yes.
Jay McCracken, quite right too.
Yeah, it's Halloween next, says Ross. It is Halloween
Yeah.
very shortly.
I've already got my Moid mask on.
Very good.
So.
Yeah, anyway, here we are.
Hello and welcome, everyone,
We made it.
to Fab Live 27,
Amazing.
our 27th, not quite monthly live broadcast.
That's right.
And you're joining us from all over the world, it seems. YouTube,
Yeah.
Facebook,
Yeah.
Periscope,
Twitch.
And if you're watching any of those things, we would love it if you would share our broadcast with the masses.
How do we do that, Jamie?
Well, on Facebook,
Yeah.
there's a share button, isn't there?
Yeah.
And you can share it to your stream, to your wall, or whatever it's called these days.
Yes.
If you're on another platform,
Yeah. There's
Then-
bound to be a...
you have to share
Something.
it somehow.
Yeah.
Anyway, but do share it. We'd love more of you to join us.
Yes.
But
Otherwise, it's just you, me, Chris Dale, Aidan Birkenbile, Sol Sal. Is that Sol or Sal?
Sol.
Pinto Ritzvi, of course, and Nick McCarty. That'll be it, wouldn't it, if no one else joins
and
us?
Jen Whitby.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, do share it around, share the love,
Hmm.
and let us know where you're watching from, please. We've seen somebody's watching from cloudy New York.
Yes.
Steve Gould's in Lincolnshire.
Great. Known deserter said I bought my first Christmas present in February. Does that make me a bad person?
No, it makes you slightly late or very early.
Yeah, depending
But
which way
either's
you watch it.
fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, Richard, we're talking and making noises out of our mouths, but nobody knows who we are yet, other than the fact
true.
that I've said that you're Richard.
Might give you a bit of a clue.
This is... Oh, no, that's Twitter.
Come on, Jimmy.
This is who we are.
Oh, yes. Richard James and
That is Richard James, and I'm...
that's Jamie Anderson.
Jamie Anderson, yes.
Ah, great. Mispronounced, says Sol. All right. Sorry.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough doing it on the fly.
It really is, yes.
Josh Long is watching from Florida.
Yeah, Steve's in rainy Eastbourne.
Mirella is
Yeah.
in Nottingham. Hello.
Yeah. Rainy Bournemouth, someone says there.
Yeah.
Crikey.
Danny Moyes in North Wales. Very nice.
Yeah, now people do seem to be both enjoying and loving the sweatshirt. And Scott Bickley there had a message saying, where can he get his from?
Well, look no further than the Gerry Anderson store. shop.gerryanderson.co.uk. Pre-order it and you can have it in time for Christmas. Well, plenty of time for Christmas.
Yeah, look, Robert Taylor's in Orlando. He gets about,
Yeah,
doesn't
good
he?
for, he does, yeah. He's all over the
Cool.
place. Laura
Crikey.
Stanley's in Michigan. Goodness me, you are all over the place.
Yes.
Farah is in the Rocky Mountains.
Amazing. Can you hear us? You'd hope so.
Look, I'm waiting for the echo to come
Yeah.
back.
Can you hear us? There it was.
Well, that's
Yeah, it's good.
amazing.
Yeah.
Goodness me. Lowestoft,
Isle of
Liverpool.
Wight.
I mean, everywhere, basically.
Yeah.
Everywhere on Earth.
Yeah.
So thank you all for joining us. This is Fab Live, number 27.
Yep.
Richard, tell them what Fab Live is about.
What's it about? It's about an hour and a half, Jamie.
Good.
We will be including some Gerry Anderson news, of course, because there's always news in the Gerry Anderson universe. We've got lots of things
Yeah.
to catch up on since we were last with you. You did mispronounce my name last live cast, said Milo. Milo. I do apologise, it's my eyes. You see, I'm getting old.
Yeah,
That's the
you should put the glass on like I do.
yeah. And we've got Chris Dale. Chris Dale is with us tonight with his fantastic Big Rat Bites, isn't he, Jamie?
He is, fingers crossed. Ross is in Copenhagen, goodness me.
Yeah.
Ashley Bell is in Manchester, would you believe?
Is he now?
I cannot believe that.
Oh, look, Jen Whitby, somewhere dry, warm, and a cookie in a mug.
Nice.
Sounds nice,
That
doesn't it?
makes your stomach rumble.
What it is.
Anyway, so yes, we've got the news, we've got Big Rat Bites.
Yeah, we've got some games, we've got Fab or Fib,
Yeah.
we've got Blankety Blank, we've got Super Magnification.
We do.
In short, we've got everything that you've come to expect from Fab Live, haven't we?
Yes.
Internet permitting.
Yeah, internet permitting. Now, I've changed some settings in the hope that you'll get some better quality, more consistent transmission this evening. Let us know from where you're viewing.
Yeah. Felixstowe, for example.
No, I don't mean the location. I mean, I mean what platform? Because we get a collated view from where you're watching. And let us know what the quality's like on the platform you're watching on, just to make sure it's decent.
Yeah.
We might give away some stuff, Richard, mightn't we?
Might we?
Yeah, I think
What
so.
did you have in mind?
Well, I've got a Thunderbird 1 and Thunderbird 3 in my bag.
Have you? You get that quiet?
Just little ones, but
they?
I might give them away.
Oh.
And we normally give away drawings and stuff. Hello, James.
Are they a bit like this?
They're a bit like that, but they're not those particular ones.
Okay, fine.
But we'll get them.
Great.
So,
Come on.
you always get your gun
Careful.
out, don't you?
Yeah, there we are. Yes, great, excellent. And also, we've got during Fab or Fib, of course, when I ask you to do your fantastic drawings, I'll give those away to a random person that I picked throughout the night for the best comment, and I can post those to you a little later on. Yeah, that's about it, isn't it? People
Probably
are still
is.
saying hello. I'm on Android. The quality's quite nice, says Antonio. Facebook looks great, says Christopher Bate. So that's all very good, crystal clear. I'm watching on YouTube and Facebook, says Scott. Wow.
That's very greedy.
It's clever, isn't it?
Much better this month. That's very good to hear. So
Yeah.
thank you. James Fielding is loving your jumper, I assume,
Yeah.
Richard.
It's
Nobody's
lovely.
complimented me on my unironed shirt.
No, they haven't,
For some
strangely.
reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is.
Yeah.
Paul Jensen is in the Netherlands. Or is
Yeah.
that Janssen? Janssen then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robert Cassidy, Richard and Jamie, did you get my email about my Space Precinct prop? Robert Cassidy. email about the Space Precinct
Possibly.
prop. Crikey.
I don't know, Robert. Sorry, there's been a bit of a
Yes.
crazy few weeks. James Fielding, is the design on the back of the jumper too? Richard, would you care to turn around?
Give us a twirl.
Yeah, it is, James.
Ta-da.
There's just no Thunderbirds on the back. I mean, no Thunderbirds logo,
Yeah.
but the vehicles are definitely there.
Are we allowed to talk about Thunderbird 5?
Yes.
Because a few people have been commenting, well, it's all very well having a Thunderbird's Christmas sweater with Thunderbirds 1, 2, 3 and 4, but where on earth is Thunderbird 5?
Well, I can tell you where Thunderbird 5 is. In space.
Yes.
And
No
we're
one.
representing that
Okay.
by it being on a woolly hat, which
Yeah.
will perfectly complement the Christmas jumper.
Ah.
And will be available very soon.
I
so
see.
that was, there were a limited number of stitches and colours that we could use.
Yeah.
So something had to give. But
Yeah.
what a great opportunity to also have Thunderbird 5 fully hat in due course.
Yeah, excellent. That's great.
I can see the excitement building.
That's very good, yeah. Lovely.
If you want to say anything about this broadcast on Twitter, hopefully
oh, don't say that.
promotional or pleasant or nice or something, then you can use the hashtag FabLive and tweet us. What's your thing?
Richard N. James. Oh, you're doing the thing.
Yeah, I'm
yes,
doing it right
tweet
there.
me. There it is, at Richard N. James or at I'm Jamie Anderson. And we'll see your tweets there. And hashtag us Fab Live.
Yeah. Now, Wookie Mart is asking, why is it called a jumper?
Why is it called a
Now,
jumper?
are you aware of the etymology of the English word jumper?
No, I'm not.
Good, I'm about to look it up. So will you pad for a moment while I do
What's
that?
going really off-piste here? Is there a Super Thunderbird supposed to be happening? Says Bill Barkley. Super Thunderbird.
I don't believe so, no.
Space Precinct was my all-time favourite. Will we see more Space 1999 and Big Finish, says James Morris. I can answer that. Yes, you will. Sometime next year. And Space Precinct was my favourite too.
Jumper derives from the Arabic jubba, or juba, via the Old French and English jupe. Thanks for joining us for this week's etymology corner.
Lovely. Thanks for that.
I'll leave that
Jamie.
behind now.
Is this going to be a regular feature?
I thought that was quite interesting.
Well, we need some opening titles, so for the next time.
Okay, we'll do that for next time. Speaking of quite interesting, we've got all sorts of stuff about podcast guests, past, present and future.
Yes.
And various other bits and pieces coming from the news.
Yes.
So we could just go to the news right now.
Let's go to the news right now.
Should we do that?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the news.
Lovely. Dave Dowson says, are the jumpers for sale?
Yes, Dave.
They are for sale.
If you want the jumper that Richard is wearing, you can pre-order
Modelling.
it now. Sorry, beautifully modelling. You can get it from shop.gerryanderson.co.uk.
Great. Paul
And,
Jansen. Richard, bought your books due to this podcast. Brilliantly written.
Oh,
Well,
that's
thank you very
nice.
much.
Which books, though?
That must be my Bowman of the Yard series, bowmanoftheyard.co.uk. if you like a bit of Victorian detective fiction.
This is just plug corner, isn't it?
Sorry.
Goodness me.
Yeah.
We're also Space Precinct Unmasked.
Oh, yes, indeed, yes.
I don't know if you know, viewers, but Richard was in a little-known Gerry Anderson series called Space Precinct, where he played the well-known character Officer Orin.
Yeah, I love the news, says Jack Williams. I love watching Thunderbird, says Mario Amazing on YouTube.
Great surname.
Yeah, I hope that is his surname.
I think I might change my surname to that. Ashley Bell, we get your email today? Or if you send it today, possibly not. Ashley, sorry. We just don't have time to squeeze things in at the last minute.
We do read them, whatever we get through, we do try and read, but not the very moment they're sent, generally.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, if you have a question, please ask them in the comments on whatever platform you're watching on.
Yeah.
And while I do the news, Richard will keep an eye and interrupt with questions.
Yeah,
you need a pen or something, Richard. Will
That'll do. But don't get upset if we can't see them, because we get an awful lot of messages. So
bear with us.
No need to put caps locks on and start shouting at us.
Well, feel free. Just directed to Richard. Now, who has picked up a copy of the UFO Vinyl soundtrack?
That looks lovely.
We've seen it arriving all over the place.
Yes.
It looks amazing. It's a lovely gatefold. That's what they call it, isn't it?
That's right.
Oh dear, I dropped my mouse. It's a lovely gatefold presentation.
It is.
Now my mouse has stopped responding. I might not be able to clear this image for a moment.
Well,
Bear with us, folks.
Yeah.
Oh dear, that's not very good, is it? If you've got the UFO Vinyl, we'd love to know.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know if you've listened to it, what you think of it, what it smells like, because I think Lee Sullivan's watching.
Oh yeah, he loves a good old bit of vinyl sniffing. So yes, and also we know that from Silver Screen there are loads more soundtracks to come.
Yes.
So what would you like to see or hear, more importantly? What do you want to hear next from Silver Screen? We can be fairly sure that most of the Gerry Anderson, Barry Gray soundtracks will be on their way in due course.
Lovely.
Yeah, be great to hear. Now I've just seen there,
Martin Smith got my vinyl and it's awesome. Great.
There we go. Of people mocking me dropping the mouse.
Yes.
Somebody said they've just started watching the Secret Service and it's awesome.
Yes, that's right.
So on that note, we've released, in conjunction with the marvellous Chris Dale, a load of Gerry Anderson primer videos on the YouTube channel. And recently we've had the Secret Service and the Protectors. So if you don't know the little known or lesser known Secret Service, which premiered 50 years ago on the 21st of September.
Yeah.
I think that's right. Then you need to go and find that out.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Jamie, Whirly2304S on YouTube says, does the first 2 hours edit of the original Breakaway still exist?
I don't know.
Does he mean the TV version? Was there a 2 hour cut of the...
Well, I don't think it was 2 hours, but there was certainly a very long cut. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't know. Chris Dale might be able to answer, or Andrew Clements is watching.
Yeah, we don't know, do we?
No, we know nothing.
Who are we?
Literally know nothing, I'm afraid. Speaking of Andrew Clements...
Yeah.
He's been writing a rather lovely series of articles on the Gerry Anderson website. A21.
Yeah, clever that.
Yeah, the latest A21 is this one.
Yes.
Thunderbird 1's Narrow Escape. Scientists Alive. If you want to relive the old days of TV21, whether you got it originally or not, then AC is doing a marvellous job of giving you a weekly dose of TV21 style kind of headline front page stories.
Yes.
So after this, do feel free to pop along to the Gerry Anderson website, gerryanderson.co.uk, and have a look at that.
Glow in the Dark Funeral Director on YouTube says, UFO theme tune was just the best, sounds much better on vinyl. Really cool item. Yeah. So a few people have got hold of this, I've seen. I love the Secret Service, says Rick. Deep Joy, says Wishwood Studio. Fantastic. Yeah, I love the Barry Gray interviews today on the podcast, says Trevor
good.
Random. We'll talk about that shortly, I'm sure.
Well, we can talk about that right now, in fact.
Okay, then.
Are you a podcast listener?
Yeah.
We would love to know. If you are, would you type podcast into the comments?
Yeah, just so we know.
Whatever platform you're on, just so we can have a little idea of how many podcast listeners there are.
Yeah.
If not, or even if you are, you may have missed today's interview, which is Barry Gray.
Yes. A lot of people have been asking for that.
A fantastic archive interview courtesy of Barry Gray archivist Ralph Titterton.
Yeah.
Who's been a bit poorly recently. So Ralph, we wish you well.
We do.
Although I hear he's recovering very well, so that's all good. Yeah. It was a really, really nice piece with Barry, and also a bit from where he was on stage at a convention in the 1980s, singing some songs, which we enjoyed, Richard, didn't we?
We did indeed.
But such a quiet man. Yeah, and very unassuming, but really nice to hear about how he came up with the themes, really. And so often for him, coming up with things like the Thunderbirds March and the closing song from Fable XL5 and Stingray and all that sort of stuff, it just came to him. He wasn't working at it, sat in front of a piano, kind of working out a melody.
Yeah.
He said quite often it was just, he'd just be sitting there and the melody would present itself.
Yeah.
Mark Justin Ford, OMG, where is that amazing Thunderbirds Christmas jumper?
We're going to be talking about this all night,
we
aren't
are.
we? Every 5 minutes.
That's why you're wearing it.
Yeah.
Mark, it is from the Gerry Anderson store. You can pre-order it now, shop.gerryanderson.co.uk.
Yes.
You're like a walking billboard, Richard.
I am.
Anyway, so today's interview on the Gerry Anderson podcast was with Barry Gray, as I've just been saying. It's a fantastic insight. In the coming weeks, we've got Ray Earl, who created My Mad Fat Diary, which you would have seen on E4 if you're in the UK a few years ago, and Alex Bell, who is from a TV show in the UK called QI. Any QI fans in the house, in the building?
Of course there are.
In the viewership. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Alex is one of the elves, and he also operates the klaxon. If you watch QI, then you may all know him. But he's a massive Thunderbirds fan. He also has pre-ordered the Christmas jumper. But we've got lots of interesting interviews to come, and I'm still digging through the archive. And I was thinking today, actually, when we get to Pod 100, which will be in
not long,
a few months' time, I'll crack out all the very best Gerry Anderson stuff that we've got in terms of actual interviews with Dad.
Yes.
So that should be nice.
Great. Yeah, that'd be fun.
I think so. Have you got any questions there?
I've scribbled down a few here. Hanifi or Hanifi Din. Were TV themes better in the past, they say? Just out of interest. Is it me, or were TV themes better in the past, they say? Yeah, I think there's a case to be made for that.
Yeah.
Because they were sort of... I think TV in general had a sense 20, 30, even 40, 50 years ago that they weren't sort of made by committee. They were made by someone who had a great idea and was left pretty much on their own to get on with it. Yeah. Whereas now it seems everything's put through focus groups and different stages of development, and it all becomes rather watered down. And I think that might be similar to themes as well.
Yeah, true. I mean, I've just seen Mark Justin Ford. I hope you're paying attention now. I'm not saying this again. The Christmas jumper that Richard is wearing is available to pre-order from the Gerry Anderson store, shop.gerryanderson.co.uk. Yes. That's the last I'll say of it for the next 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I noticed there's a big move towards sort of more atonal, amelodic TV themes these days.
Oh, sure, yeah.
In fact, I was watching American Horror Story last night, and although there is a kind of there's a harmonic progression through that, it's very kind of sound effect driven, and I mean, I find it really uncomfortable to listen to, but that's how it's designed. Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah. But
I mean, so many iconic themes that Barry Gray produced. I wonder if nostalgia has an effect there, though.
Yeah, maybe. Danny Moy says, we might come to this in a moment. Terrorhawks. Will there be Terrorhawks Series 4 news on 10/10 of October coming up?
Oh, so we can talk about this. I haven't actually got a pretty image for Terrorhawks Day.
Well, they'll just look at us then, won't they?
But this Thursday, the 10th of October, 10/10,
yes,
is sort of an unofficial Terrorhawks Day. Well, let's say it's official now. Yeah. It's officially Terrorhawks Day on 10/10.
Yeah.
And to celebrate, there's going to be a Terrorhawks live stream.
Yay.
On YouTube, Periscope, Facebook, and Twitch.
Okay.
So we're going to give you, I think, 6 free full episodes of the original series, plus 3 audio episodes from the Big Finish stuff. So if you haven't heard those, then you'll get a chance to hear 3 stories. And whether or not you're a Terrorhawks fan, I would strongly recommend you pop over to gerryanderson.co.uk in the next day or so. Chris Taylor's done a really, really great article about what Terrorhawks is and why one should learn to love it.
Yes,
because it is brilliant. Yeah. So yes, Thursday, Terrorhawks live stream, plus a couple of new Terrorhawks products out on the shop too. So you can enjoy those.
Yeah, great. Joe 90 is still one of the funkiest themes ever. I still love it, said Urban Spaceman 64. Lauren said her idea, thinking about TV themes and so on, is that there was more time for TV themes.
Yeah.
They had more time on the screen, whereas now everything's sort of shrunk down. The credits whiz by, and the theme might only have sort of 15 seconds to make an impact, I suppose.
True.
Also, Aidan says, do you like American Werewolf in London?
Do you know what? I have to admit to never seeing it.
It's a brilliant film. You should see that, absolutely. And Jack Williams says, do you like Cadbury's Crunchy? I don't know what's going on tonight.
I am a big fan of honeycomb. So I love Crunchy.
Big thumbs up for me too.
All right, very, very briefly.
Yes.
I'll tell you what else on the live stream front.
Yes.
Did you watch the Thunderbirds Day live stream, folks? It was on Thunderbirds Day and repeat on the 5th and 6th of October.
Yeah.
Beautifully put together. Lovely stuff there. We hope you enjoyed it. Do let us know if you were watching.
Yeah.
And let us know if you'll be watching the Terrorhawks Day live stream as well.
Yes.
We hope to bring you more of those in due course, by the way, live streams of various shows.
Now, Mark Justin Ford says the sound keeps going, but that might just be you, Mark. Let us know, anyone else, if you're having sound trouble. I think he's on Periscope, is that right?
Yeah.
So maybe have a look at YouTube or Facebook, Mark, and see if we sound better there. But no one else is mentioning it, so we'll plough on. Tell Chris we fans love him. He always makes such great videos.
Hear, hear.
Yep.
Chris Dale does a fantastic job on videos and everywhere. So, there you go. Hanafi?
Yeah.
Terrorhawks genuinely scared me as a kid.
Is it just me?
No, it's not. It's absolutely not. But another iconic theme tune there, Richard Harvey's Terrorhawks tune, is awesome.
Yes.
Do we have a very quick run through some latest merch?
Yeah.
So other than the Thunderbirds Day Christmas jumper, which is
available at the Gerry Anderson store?
It's available to pre-order.
Great.
We also released this rather marvellous Chris Thompson Thunderbird 3 Sunset design, which was going to be just a one-off, but it's so cool. We're going to try and expand it into the other vehicles too.
Yeah, lovely.
There was a new set of prints released by Vice Press. Mm-hmm. This is a rather handsome image, I think, of the boys looking very heroic. It's a really contemporary kind of reversioning, I think, of sort of classic Thunderbirds images.
And who's that from?
It's from Vice Press. I can't remember the name of the artist off the top of my head, but it's on the Gerry Anderson store.
Well,
if you want to have a look
I think it'd be rather nice to have a picture like that of you, me, and Chris standing in that formation in our outfits, staring off heroically into the sunset.
I would
for the
love
podcast.
That. Yeah, one day.
Let's make that
one
happen.
day we'll get there.
Yeah.
There's a load of new Thunderbirds pin badges out, which look pretty nice. They're quite smart too, aren't they?
Nice, yes.
A bit more contemporary than the previous ones we've seen.
And you'd have to get all 5, of course.
And you'd have to get all 5. Yes, it's not legal to not get all 5. There's some new Thunderbirds cufflinks which have come out recently, which are pretty cool.
Nice.
There's also a Thunderbird 2 variant of those. And also Chris has done another Chris Thompson design. Marvellous Chris, who's done this Fire Flash t-shirt design.
Nick Y said, I love the t-shirts and prints, but couldn't afford them. We understand that, but I'll just say Christmas is coming. So maybe something for
Christmas is coming, if you hadn't noticed.
Yeah, we do try and, or Jamie tries to get everything, the all pockets, of course, and give it another couple of months.
There's just a lovely thing. We get emails quite regularly from people saying, either they bought something from the store and they've gone down the pub, and other people have said, "Wow, I've forgotten about that show. That's amazing," and it's a great talking point. Yeah. But also just wearing something that means something to you.
Yeah,
is kind of it's literally heartwarming.
Yes,
literally.
Absolutely.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Finally, from me.
Oh yeah. Where are you going?
Until the next bit.
Oh, I see.
Finally from me until the next bit. Have you listened to Big Finish's Space 1999 Breakaway? Oh. There's the new cast in their uniforms in Moonbase Alpha, obviously.
Yes. Lovely picture.
The reviews have been pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Really, really lovely, and we love the way that Space 1999 fans from across the globe have embraced it.
Yeah, absolutely. Is it safe to say it's one of the most popular things that Big Finish have ever produced?
I think it's probably safe to say that it's one of the most popular non-Doctor Who things that Big Finish have ever produced, which is great, which is still awesome.
Yes.
So thank you to all of you who have supported that.
So going back to Danny Moy, he was asking about 1010 and would there be any news of Thunderbird Series 4? I'm guessing he's talking about the audio series, of which there were 3 from Big Finish. Any future to that? Possibly. Yeah. Possibly. I mean, come on, please, Big Finish, let's do one more. It's tough doing those because it's a huge amount of work. Yeah. We do it for the love of it, really. Yeah. There may be an opportunity. If there is, obviously, I will grab it with both hands. Of course. But goodness me, Denise. Well, how old is Denise now? 92? Oh, that's rather ungallant of you. No, she's awesome, though. She's amazing. Anyway. But don't forget, of course, for lovers of Terrorhawks, we announced a few weeks back that there is a brand new reboot, I suppose. Oh, yeah. A reimagining. I've forgotten about that. In the works. I was emailing about it before we went live, and I've forgotten. That's right. Yes, there's a Terrorhawks reboot on the way. Just search Terrorhawks reboot on Google, and you'll see an article about that. Yeah. But if you're a fan of the original show or you've never seen it or whatever,
then this Thursday, 10:10, Terrorhawks Day.
Great.
Live stream across all platforms, free episodes, free audio episodes. Enjoy.
Yeah, Nick Wise says, I don't wear the T-shirts that I buy from the Gerry Anderson store. I don't want them to fade in the wash. I want them to remain in good condition for future collectors.
Nice.
That's very, what's the word? Altruistic of him, isn't it?
It is indeed, yes.
Yeah, great.
Right. That's kind of the end of the news.
Right.
For now.
Okay.
So we could, right this minute, hand over to Chris Dale with this month's Big Rat Bites.
Well, why don't we do that?
Okay, over to you, Chris.
Anniversary, my dear brethren, and today I'd like to talk about something that I noticed last week, I think. As many of you will hopefully know, I have been producing a series for the Gerry Anderson YouTube channel called the Gerry Anderson Primers, in which I talk you through the history of a particular Gerry Anderson series in about 10 minutes or so. And I noticed in the comments on the Secret Service video that went up a couple of weeks ago, for the 50th anniversary actually, that I wasn't the biggest fan of the Secret Service. Which was a surprise to me to hear actually, because I don't remember ever going on record regarding my my thoughts and feelings regarding the Secret Service. Partly due to the fact that I honestly don't know what I think of the Secret Service. It's bizarre. It's not the strangest Gerry Anderson series out there. I think for me the strangest would have to be the sort of anything goes era of Season 2 Terrorhawks and Dick Spanner. But the Secret Service has got to be a strong contender for third place. Now my Super Mario Nation tastes have always lent more towards the Century 21 era, to the correctly proportioned puppets of Captain Scarlet and Joe 90, and I've been trying to think recently why that might be. But I had a long think about it, and I think why I'm so fond of Scarlet and Joe above any other Anderson Super Mario Nation series is everything from Four Feather Falls right the way through to Thunderbirds was so skewed towards America. The shows were so desperate to get that all-important sale to an American network that they almost seemed to be sort of jumping up and down going, oh, over here, America, over here, look at us, woo, we're doing what you like, woo! And I think what I love about Scarlet and Joe, and what keeps bringing me back to them, is that firstly they feel more international, but secondly, and I think crucially, they feel like shows that don't have anything to prove. The atmosphere is very much, okay, this is what we are, and if you want us in America, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine too, but we are completely comfortable with who we are and what we're doing. And in the Secret Service, I think the same thinking was probably in play. This isn't going to be a smash hit or anything. We'll just do what we find entertaining. And I think that's certainly noticeable in the casting of Stanley Unwin to play the show's main character, in the fact that this was somebody that Gerry found entertaining, and seemingly, by the sounds of it, nobody else on the Century 21 team did. And I certainly find his use of language is very creative and at times reasonably funny, usually when he's interacting with a character who either just wants to get away from him or clearly doesn't understand and just thinks he's insane. I like that. I like the fact that he's also a priest. He's a man of the cloth. He's the kind of man that you would expect to be absolutely trustworthy and sane at all times, no matter what. So the show has a nice comedic streak through it as a result of that. I don't necessarily feel that the character work on the show is particularly strong though. I think a lot of them are mostly blank slates of characters really, far more than I think any other Gerry Anderson series. This is also not helped by the fact that we have, essentially, I'm going to include Agent Blake as a regular, we have 5 regular characters on this show, 3 of whom are keeping the other 2 in the dark at all times as to what they're actually doing and what's really going on here. I don't know if that's an especially appealing dynamic for a series that half of the cast are essentially tricking the other half. Not too sure about that. But it's certainly a very confident show. I think that's best represented in the fact that there's no setup for any of these characters whatsoever. They've got a shrinking ray, it's just casually used. The only concession they have in the first episode to establish anything is a brief mention of the man who created the Minimizer, Professor Humbert. He's only mentioned briefly. That's it. I love the fact that the format is just so off the wall, coupled with the fact that they felt so confident about it that's like, we don't need to explain anything that's going on here. Everyone's going to be on board with this. I find it just beautiful. It's beautiful and insane, but I also completely understand why some people would be put off by it, why broadcasters were put off by it back in the day. The fact that it centres around an elderly puppet priest with a shrinking ray doing secret agent type things, that is in itself really strange, but the fact that they chose to realise it, 2/3 Super Marionation, 1/3 live action, and a bit of model work. And I would have loved to have been there when they began to cut the series together in the editing room and realised, uh-oh, this doesn't match at all. I mean, full props to them for trying something so outlandish and bizarre, but I don't think you can really switch from one to the other and back again and just pretend that nothing's happened. And obviously that in itself did produce some wonderfully surreal moments in the Secret Service, particularly everyone's favourite Lady Martha, the puppet emerging from the bushes, and then you cut to that man in drag just slowly towards the bike, and then you cut back to puppets, and then you cut back to the